Oz. You've heard of Dr. Phil. Well, I'm so excited. I am here today with Dr. Bob DeYoung in front of Luhrs Hardware to do a very special event for the Black Bear Film Festival. Now, Dr. Bob is a really interesting guy. He carves, wouldn't you say that?
I carve. Not only do I mold lives, but I mold bears.
And he molds lives because he's also a psychologist. So this is psychotherapist.
Yeah.
So this is all very interesting. And I want you to tell me a little bit about what you do.
In what sense?
In the biblical sense.
Well, I create.
Oh, you create. You create bears.
I like bears and wood spirits and stuff, and I just started doing it in February.
Well, that's what somebody else was telling me. But come on, I've seen the level of work you have.
Yeah.
This can't be like, what, an 8-month-old hobby?
It is. My dad was a builder, and they would always send me for coffee because I can't cut a straight line.
That's hilarious.
But I can carve a bear.
Can you carve a Thanksgiving turkey?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried yet. Maybe if it's made out of wood, I could.
There you could. So if it's made out of wood, Dr. Bob can really make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, this is really great for the Black Bear Film Festival because we're auctioning off bears today.
Yep.
And they're bears that you are carving for us.
Indeed.
How long does it take you to carve one bear?
Takes me a long time because I don't know anything of what I'm doing. So
okay, this is getting better and better as we go along. So
I learned.
You've been doing it for 8 months. You don't know what you're doing.
Not at all.
And these things are absolutely works of art. So I need to know what went off in your head 8 months ago. Where did this calling come from?
I just knew I could.
You could. You woke up one day and...
My wife says, you know, what do you want for Christmas? I said, buy me a chainsaw. She goes, why? I said, because I think I could do chainsaw carving. I just know I can.
But you had no background working with a chainsaw. I mean, the most chainsaw I know is what, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, yeah, that would be my other profession.
It would be.
Yeah.
You know, when I was coming to interview you, that was the first thing that went through my mind. I'm like, this Dr. Bob, I don't know. But you seem like a great guy, and I love what you're doing here.
Thanks.
So when you say it takes you a long time, how long's a long time?
Well, I only work on it part-time, little by little, but I would say probably 4 or 5 days if you put them all together to make a bear.
That's no time. These things are beautiful.
Yeah, but it's demanding, you know, because it takes everything out of me, you know, because you get into it, and then I let the wood tell me what to do.
I love that. You let the wood tell you what to do. So the wood is speaking to you.
I go right out on a limb for the wood, you know, and so...
Okay, wait a minute. I'm stopping you right there. Okay, he went out on a limb for the wood. Okay, Dr. Bob, you're a funny guy, too, on top of everything else. So you mentioned before wood spirits.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about wood spirits?
They're my favorites.
What makes wood spirits your favorite?
There's mythology behind them, you know, the druids and things like that. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, my great-grandfather was a druid. My mom is from Wales. I know.
So is I have that whole side of the family thing.
Welsh.
Yeah,
You're
of
Welsh.
course.
So
Welsh, Scotch, and Irish, right? We believe in druids. We believe in the creatures of the forest.
You know, and so sometimes I find that the wood itself seems to kind of just tell me what to do, you know?
It's speaking to you.
Yep, and wood spirits, they say if you come across them in the woods, you know, they're actually faces that come out of the wood. It's supposed to be good luck for you, you know?
Oh, that's great. Do you think we might have wood spirits here in Milford?
Absolutely. We've got all kinds of spirits in Milford.
Well, we do, and that's a whole other subject. I have to tell you.
Yeah.
So, how many bears have you carved so far?
2.
This is even great.
I carved 2 bears.
You're like the pro bear carver, and you've only done 2 bears. I love
bears.
That. And they're perfect.
Thank you.
They're really,
and
really
each one's unique.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I try to make, and the wood spirits too, I try to make them kind of unique. Everyone has got to be different, you know? So, like I said, some of them have hats. Some of them, the last one, we just sold one to a fellow that had a pompadour. He looked like Elvis, you know, and then...
but he had to have a wood spirit.
Gotta have a wood
Because if you have a pompadour, you might want to have a wood spirit.
Absolutely.
I see how the two would go hand in hand.
We have one at my house we call Merlin, and he's got all vines coming up, and his hat has vines on.
That sounds cool.
And I have Odin. Odin is huge. He's not just huge.
How tall is that wood spirit?
Freaking huge!
Love the accent.
Not so we.
It's not a freaking huge. It's a huge.
Whoa, there goes the bear. And you know, his face is as big as your torso.
Unbelievable.
He's great.
Unbelievable.
He weighs
Oh my
about
God, look at
2,000.
you have a big bug on you.
Oh my
He's
God.
attracted to the wood.
There you go.
There he goes. I don't know what that bug was.
He
But
doesn't
no,
look
he could have been
poisonous.
a bug spirit, attracted to the
They
wood
do.
spirits.
Exactly.
Now, I thought what was really cool today, I met a guy with a great motorcycle who
Yep.
had just bought a wood spirit from you.
Yes.
And you hadn't seen him, what, since you
For
were
40 years.
40 years.
We used to beat each other up in school when we were
Love
younger.
it. Right. And don't you think, though, that the fact that you create these wood spirits might have drawn him into
Yes.
it?
Well, he looks like a wood spirit. He's got the beard.
I didn't want to say anything,
No.
but he did. He looked like a wood spirit.
I told him, I said, John, you inspire me.
Right,
You know, you got the
right.
wood spirit
You
look.
can model a lot of your wood spirits after John.
Absolutely, exactly.
Well, this is such a great event that we're doing for the Black Bear Film Festival. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of events leading up to the festival because we're all about involving everybody in this community.
You guys
and look
are
at you.
great.
Oh, well, we think you're great too. You know, here we are. It's a Saturday afternoon. You jumped right in. You're carving your bears, covered in sawdust, I may add.
It's not dandruff. It's not dandruff.
It's really sawdust.
Yep,
And
sawdust.
You're a tad messy, but I
Indeed.
guess it comes with the term.
Yeah.
Well, what did you name this guy that I'm
This
standing
one's
with?
this one I call him Mouse Bear, because he looks like a cross between a mouse and a bear. So he's like a mouse
He
bear.
does. He's got a little mouse bear face.
And he's kind of sad, you know. He's like, you know.
He's like, won't somebody buy me today?
That's right.
Won't someone raffle me up? Now, I have a question to ask
Yeah.
you. You showed me something earlier that I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
The eyes on the bears. Go ahead, show
Well,
them.
I make them all little green marbles.
They're little green marbles.
That's my
And
trademark.
show me what they can do.
This one can't come out.
Oh,
He's stuck.
his eyeballs are stuck.
Some of them come out.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
if someone wants to order a bear from you, can they have custom eyeballs?
I imagine if you want to.
Dr. Bob will give you not only a session with him in therapy, you can have custom eyeballs. on
There you
there.
go.
It's
Why not?
a win-win situation.
Exactly.
This is Dr. Bob DeYoung. He creates these amazing bears. How do people get in touch with you? What's your
Well,
website?
drbobdeyoung.com.
There you go. Could it be any simpler?
But that's my shrink site.
Well, they can come for therapy and get a bear at
And
the
get a
same
bear.
time. We
There you
call
go.
that one-stop shopping.
That's right. Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait.
Show got it.
There you go. All right. Very cool.